Hi, everybody. This is Tom Broussard. I usually talk about stroke and aphasia, but I also happen to be a American Heart Association heart valve disease ambassador as a national volunteer. And for the last 2 days ago, I had a presentation about aortic stenosis and TAVR, and today talking a little bit more about that, including the COVID virus. There's a great video that is attached to my remarks here, short remarks, by one of the doctors from AHA, and she will be talking much more about the risks involved with not only aortic stenosis, but now with the virus, what the risks and rewards are of either going forward with surgery as you might need it, or waiting. So that's what we're trying to do with this next set of videos. So please do watch the video that comes with you online on Facebook as part of the remarks here. In my particular case, of course, when it comes to waiting or not, I was already in an emergency condition, so there was no way that I could wait. I had to go have the TAVR done. In my particular case, it looks like one of the three, there are three leaflets in the valve, looks like one of them ripped off. And as a result, I went from doing just fine to not able to breathe almost immediately. And of course, I already had this particular valve installed 6 years before with an open heart surgery when I had that new valve put in. They do say that these particular valves, which are simply said are organic, but they're more what they call bioprosthetic valves, they would like you to think it's going to go 10 to 15 years. I had mine in 6 years. I did get a new one. It's a different kind. Hopefully it will go for 10 or 15 years, and I keep a lot of track on how that valve is doing on the inside. But one of the additional impacts of this is that when you have a TAVR, which is also referred to as a valve-in-valve procedure, you have an opening that has the old valve. The new valve goes inside and opens up and squishes out what was there before. So each time you put a valve in valve, there is less diameter in the artery that has to push blood through there. So it gets narrower and narrower anyway, based on the diameter going smaller. And I am likely, if I live long enough, to get another valve-in-valve when the current one also disintegrates, because even though they call it organic, and because it happens to be pigs or cows, they still are completely constructed. They basically take out the tissues, do all kinds of work with it to condition it, and then put it all back together and then sew it into a valve with tens of thousands of sewing manually by people. So anyway, the more you put the valve in, the less diameter, the less oxygen and blood, all of that adds up to part of this pre-existing condition of not really able to deliver the energy that the body used to do before. That was in my case. It was an emergency situation. I have another friend of mine who has had aortic stenosis for years. And when she first told me that, I said, oh my goodness, so are you going to get this done? She said, oh no, we're keeping track of it. The damage from calcification hasn't started enough yet that they need to put in a new valve, but they do watch it year to year. So I didn't really realize that there are plenty of people that have this particular condition, but when it's not an emergency, they can wait. So now, given the environment of the COVID virus, it does appear that waiting can have benefits too. But anyway, please go back to the video from the AHA doctor and learn a lot more about the new virus and how it does affect those people with heart issues, as well as open heart and TAVR. All right, guys, have a good weekend, and we will see you next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.